Hello everyone, it's Bertie here, the Recycled Hippie Chick. Welcome to Flip Through Friday. I have been so busy with one cardboard box that I wanted to show you what I've been making with them. A while back, I watched Kylie Koo do a junky journal that she made out of a cardboard box, and I made one, and I thought, oh my goodness, I am going to try to make as many as I can out of this cardboard box. So I got busy. I made another one like Kylie Koo's. I don't have any dingle dangles on it yet. Let me get my little string out of the way here. My little charger cord. I just used some jute and tied it to my my binding. I just tied my jute on there to wrap it around to hold it. It's all one piece of cardboard. I lined it with material. It's got a cute little image on the front. I just have one signature in it. This one here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look how that lined up. 6, 7, 8. So it'd be 8, and 8 is 16. It'd be 32 workable surfaces I have in this one. So I made this one. I made this one. Just collaged on the front and the back. I figure when time comes, if I use it, I can add to it and make whatever I want. Or if I end up selling it somewhere, whoever gets it can, put on the front whatever they want. Haven't got any dingle dangles on this one. I just ran a strip of coffee dyed sheet clear through it and glued it, and then I sewed my signatures on over the top. This one here has 2 little signatures in it and nothing else. Just, I haven't, I didn't put any material on the inside cover. I figure that'll happen when it's ready to be worked in. So I've got that one. I made this one. No dingle dangles yet. I don't have a tie for it yet. Wait. This one here is made out of a... You know what? This one's not made out of... I made this one out of... Hold on. Hold the fort. Okay. I made this one out of a bubble mailer. You know these envelopes? So I completely took the envelope apart like this. Well, I cut it. I cut these off, clear around, and then I took these and made the cover. And then I had been slow stitching. I sewed it on. What I did was I sandwiched it in between an old drop towel. I use my old tea towels to wipe my paint and stuff on, and then I use them in my journals. So I put my old tea towel scrap in there, clear crossed, sewed it. I put a piece of cardboard in the center because I knew I would want to be sewing in my signatures. I've got 3 signatures in this one. I just like that crinkly feel of it. Put a couple pockets in it before I sandwiched it together and sewed it on. And just put a bunch of papers, miscellaneous papers and stuff in it for pages. And that is that. I've been busy this week. Okay, now look at these. Now, I will link the lady that showed me how to do this down in the basement. Dagnabbit. Hold on, I'm going to go see if I can get her name. Okay, I learned this process And these are also my cardboard box. These are the flippy lids, you know, that flip over the box. I learned this process from Tattered Paper and Lace, and I will link her in the basement. She made these with no sewing, and it's all out of old envelopes. So all of my pages are envelopes. Haven't worked in it yet, just stuck some of my old envelopes in here. Now, she does hers with 20 envelopes. I only used 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only used 7 envelopes on mine because I thought after I get stuff stuck in the pages and stuff, that'd be quite full. I made 2 of them. How fun is that? This one here, Miss Moss, will you recognize this card? I used on the cover of this. Miss Moss sent me this card. It has an Eastern Meadowlark on it. She probably doesn't even realize that, but it's Kansas state bird. So I wanted to put that on the cover of my, this is an old hanky that I didn't use anymore that was wore out. So I put my hanky on there, and it was fun. I've got enough left over from this box still. This is what I have left over from the box. Enough to do another envelope and 2 more smaller. So I'm going to finish those. What did I do? Oh, and I have started some tags here from the scraps. I mean, nothing in that box is getting wasted. These were the last 3 scraps, and I'm just making tags out of them. So how fun is that? I've completely recycled a cardboard box. And it's so fun using my junk mail envelopes. This one here has a little angel's picture on it and some pretty fabric I put over the spine. I just love to rip the paper off of it so you can see. Got a little birdie stuck on it. I did not, nothing in here is sewed. This is all put in with that cloth medical tape. I don't know if you can see it on there. Cloth medical tape. She goes through the whole process. I kind of decorated some of my envelopes before I put them in, because I didn't know if I wanted to decorate them first or later, and I don't think it'll make a difference. It's going to be fun to make a grungy journal out of this. I coffee dyed them. I faux coffee dyed them. I just took watercolor brown and just smooshed it all over my paper and let it dry. Yeah, it's too cold to go outside and coffee dye. So that's those 2. This one here is not made out of cardboard. I have no idea. I just ran across it in my drawer over here, this little cover, this little master. It's out of an envelope that I have covered up at some point with just papers, gluing. So I sewed a signature of papers in it to make this little cute little journal. No dingle dangles yet. So I have been busy. Now, my next video that I'm getting ready to do here in just a second, I'm going to go off of here and come back. Okay, first of all, Arlene, I have a question for you. I ran across this in my drawer over here from stuff that I worked on last year in the winter. And it is also envelopes. And I'm wondering, did you send this to me? Because of the people that are on the envelopes, it made me think that maybe you sent it to me. Turning Point with Dr. David Jeremiah. So I'm just wondering, did you make this for me and send it? Because, happy surprise, I just ran across it in my drawer, and I'm going to be ready to work on this one too. Okay, now, what I'm coming back on here to make, Barry posted on Instagram. Does anybody have any ideas on what we can do with these tickets? Well, several people commented about some things you could do with them, and I thought, I'm going to make a video on what you can do with tickets. So, I got my cardboard out and covered it with tickets and made me a journal. Put some old towel on the inside cover and put a signature in there, and that's what I'm doing my ticket projects in. So Barry, make sure you watch. I'm going to do a video on ticket journal. And let me tell you, I got on the internet to get ideas about what you could do with your tickets in your journal, and guess what? I think this is going to be the first journal out there. There's a bajillion videos on how to make these tickets homemade, but it doesn't give you any ideas on what to do with them in the journal. So, Barry, thank you for the inspiration. I think I'm going to be the first YouTube video on what to do with actual tickets. So stay tuned for that. I will be back on in a jiff. Bye-bye from Birdie.